supposed to be a Proverbs 31 woman, oh, that's what you said. That man misleading if he ain't spirit-led. How is him that you feeding? He's supposed to be the head.
Hey y'all, it's Perkyy back at it again with another video. I know that thumbnail and that title caught your eye, caught your attention. I know that's why you here. Exposing the most popular tricks and illusions that surprise the whole world. It's some stuff that people have done. I'm like, look, my brain cannot fathom, my eyes cannot fathom what you just did. So may you please like slow that thing down so I can see how you did it, so that if I want to show off and do a little something, I can show my friends and my peers around me. So I hope that I learned some stuff. I hope that y'all learned some stuff. We're just gonna go ahead and get into this video, and hopefully it's a good video. And if you guys want more of these, just let me know. But before I click this play button, I just want to say that if this is your first time seeing me on your screen, or you're a returning subscriber, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because it's nothing but lit content like this on a consistent basis, my baby. Oh, that makes me so crazy.
Hello everyone. Illusionists are like wizards in a world where magic doesn't exist. We fall in love with magic as children when we first visit a circus or an amusement park, and then we continue to enjoy magic tricks throughout our lives. What other profession in the world can make adults and even the most serious people feel like innocent children who believe in miracles? None. And although there are many illusionists in the world, it's not a simple job.
Now
but some artists manage to bring their illusions to a whole new level.
What the heck? Bro. Oh, he a smoker.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
To his face.
Their tricks are so intricate that you cannot believe what you're seeing. Their imagination and fantasy have no limits, and their skills are unparalleled. But in the end, these masters of magic are only human. And even their most amazing tricks have a rational explanation. And that's what we're going to show you today.
That's what I can't wait to see.
Because we're going to reveal the truth behind the most famous illusions in history. Attention to the screen.
Shine, my boy. Oh yeah, shout out to Brain Time, by the way.
Lipstick in palm. Very often, illusionists use sophisticated equipment and dangerous devices for their performances, so it's impossible for people to repeat those tricks at home.
1, 2,
3.
Amazing movie, by the way.
But today's first trick is an exception. It's very simple and requires nothing more than skill. This means that anyone could try to do it. You just have to watch the video very carefully. It features famous American illusionist Criss Angel. First, you're going to need a victim. That is, a person you're going to surprise with this trick. The important thing is that they have a lipstick. Criss, in this case, chose his makeup and hairstylist. The first thing he does is ask her to take the lipstick out of her purse. The illusionist looks at it, makes some comment, and then gives it to another girl. Then he returns to the stylist. Her name is Tony Lee, by the way. The illusionist asks the girl to put her hands in front of her, and then asks her if she's a lefty or righty. She says she's left-handed. Then Criss asks her to remove her right hand and make a fist with her left hand. The illusionist takes the lipstick and draws a small dot on the back of her hand. Criss warns Tony she's gonna feel a warm or tingling sensation. He then begins to rub the stain, closing his eyes as if using some mind tricks. His plan is to move the stain into his palm, but something goes wrong because there's nothing in his palm. Criss is surprised and claims he probably rubbed too hard. So he asks Tony to open her palm, and there it is, the runaway lipstick stain.
Man, ain't no way.
Not at all. Actually, it's very simple. At first, when the magician takes the lipstick in his hands, he secretly stains one of his fingers. Now watch what he does next. It may seem that he's moving Tony's hands to make them more visible to the camera, but that's not entirely true. The illusionist gently touches the girl's palm with his finger, leaving a lipstick mark. After that comes the easy part. Don't let people around see your finger, and distract them by talking all the time, so that no one sees the secret mark in the palm before time. Part of the trick is to warn the person that they will feel something. Our consciousness works in an amazing way. We begin to feel a warm and tingling sensation, although in reality, it's only our imagination. However, it is more than enough to make the trick amazing. You have to admit that it feels like magic. Anti-gravity lean. Michael Jackson is undoubtedly one of the most influential musicians in history, and we could talk about his achievements for a long time.
Facts. Oh, hold on. Do that move. This man was so smooth. Oh, okay.
However,
Ooh.
few knew that he was not only a dancer, choreographer, actor, screenwriter, and producer, but also an illusionist. Just a little, but enough to impress everyone. Remember the music video for the song Smooth Criminal? Around the 7th minute, the musician, along with the dancers, leans his body, forming a 45-degree angle. It sounds impressive, but
that man was
hear all
cold.
the details of this trick. Maybe Michael Jackson was a superhero? We don't know, but the secret to this trick is in the artist's shoes. The singer patented his design in 1993. Look at the heel from below and you'll see a hole inside. At the time of the trick, the assistants would pull out a special peg on the stage. The heel connected to the peg very lightly, so tight that it could support the weight of the musician's body. That's how Michael Jackson performed the trick over and over again. Would you be able to repeat
I'm
it?
so
Probably not,
mind
because even if
blown.
you use these special heels, you need to have an incredible physical strength.
That's true.
According to the doctors, during this trick, especially going back to the vertical position, you have to use muscles that aren't actually used. An untrained person, even with the right shoes, will at best fall, and at worst, injure their ligaments. Chances are Michael Jackson may have had to train for months before he could perform the trick safely.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bullet catch. It's time to talk about one of the most dangerous and impressive tricks in the world. It was first shown in the 17th century, but it continues to surprise audiences around the world because it shows us that illusionists play with death. Only the bravest artists dare to perform it, in many cases without success.
No, I'm
but
not doing
let's
that.
start from the beginning. So what's the trick? It can be done by 1 or 2 people at a time. In this case, it's 2 people. More exactly, the famous American illusionists Penn and Teller. It's very simple. The men point guns with laser sights at each other and shoot, but
What the?
don't worry, you won't see any injuries.
What?
Instead,
They
Penn and
they
Teller
caught the
smile,
bullet
showing everyone a bullet
with their
between their teeth. Remember, the bullet comes out of the gun at a speed of 450 meters per second.
Yeah.
No living creature on the planet has the speed to react and catch the bullet in
What
time.
a strong teeth to catch it too. Yeah, that's my movie.
Not to
Matrix.
mention that no tooth can withstand the impact of a bullet. So what's the secret? We're gonna reveal it to you. In fact, there are several ways to perform the trick. Some illusionists, the most daring ones, are not afraid to use real guns and ammunition. They instruct their assistant to miss the shot on purpose, but the trick is still very dangerous. Sometimes the assistants make mistakes. This kind of accident...
Wait, y'all. Oh, we got a long one, but I don't want to hear that at all. Come on, I just want to get to the vibes. Like, I want to see how they caught it with their teeth. Come on, like, y'all ruining the video.
A 340
has cost the lives of 11 illusionists. One option is to use a fake gun with a special mechanism that creates a shooting effect. The other is to replace the real bullets with wax bullets. As in this case, the artist
I'm not
paints them
doing
so
that.
that it's impossible to distinguish them from real ammo. However, these bullets simply disintegrate in the air once fired. At the beginning of the trick, 2 volunteers from the audience go on stage. They draw their initials on the bullet and any drawings they can think of on the casing. This is necessary to show the audience that the projectiles used are real, but no one knows that the assistants are copying the drawings on the bullets that are going to be used for the trick. Notice how close the armored tables are to the backstage? The assistant's task is to discreetly put the bullets there, so that the illusionists can then put them in their mouths. The holes in the glass are real, by the way. They were made by the wax bullets just before they disintegrated. Levitation.
Oh,
People have wanted to fly since time immemorial, when the first civilizations were just emerging. It has been approximately 40,000 years since the appearance of Homo sapiens, but we've not made any progress. We can fly, but we have to use planes, helicopters, or jetpacks. Except for magicians, of course.
Bruh, hey, how they be doing that?
Watch this trick performed by Criss Angel, although we must clarify that he's not the first or the last to do it. So, has the illusionist skill reached the point where they have conquered the air element? Of course not. It's not by chance that this trick is not performed live. We always see it on recordings. The reason is it would be very difficult not to see the huge crane used to lift the magician, because there is no such thing as magic. Everything is possible thanks to the super thin wires hidden under the illusionist's clothes.
Oh,
They're
wow.
pulled by the crane operator, the real person responsible for the trick. The other secret is to record the magician in such a way that the crane does
I'm
not
not doing
appear on the
that.
screen. And besides, this trick is usually performed on sunny days. The sun doesn't allow the wires to appear on the screen, and frankly speaking,
That's
even
so
if you're nearby,
true.
you'll have trouble seeing them. And yet the audience is delighted, but they're simply actors who are hired to sit and applaud.
Wow.
Self-tying shoelaces.
Hey!
Have you ever dreamed of owning a pair of self-tying shoelaces? Probably. So it's time to envy the illusionist David Blaine, who managed to tie his shoes with the help of magic. Watch closely. The magician doesn't bend over. He doesn't do anything. He just moves his leg in a dance-like manner. And yet, in a few seconds, the shoelace is tied up. What's the secret?
What?
The fact is that the shoelace wasn't untied in the first place. Look carefully. At first, the magician arranges his pants so that we do not see the knot. Only the hanging ends, which are actually another shoelace. They are tied to a device hidden under the clothes and stretched along the leg. The illusionist pulls an elastic band at the waist, so the extra lace is lifted up and hidden as if it never existed. Then the magician pulls up his pants and surprises the audience with a perfectly tied shoe.
I'm just
Secret
so
cards.
appalled.
Keep your hand there.
The last trick we're going to show today was performed a few years ago by David Blaine on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. So what's the trick? First, the illusionist deals down 10 cards and asks the others
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
to count them out loud to convince the audience everything is fair, no
Right.
cheating. Then he asks the show's guest, a member of the group The Roots, to put the cards under his jacket, against his heart. Then David asks Jimmy to choose a card at random. It turns out to be a 3 and...
3 to 3, 3.
What happens next is pure magic. The illusionist adds 3 more cards to the 10 that the other guest had next to his heart. When he pulls out the pile of cards, instead of 10 cards, there are 13.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
9, 10. So number, how many there? 11, 12, 13.
How did this happen? Actually,
What?
David only created the illusion that Jimmy had chosen the card by accident. It was all prepared in advance. The magician held the 3 on top of the deck and then discreetly planted it for Jimmy to take. So all he had to do was add 3 extra cards to the initial pile. He did this just before he let the guest count the 10 cards. David put the extra cards under the cards, but facing down. Then he asked the guest to count the cards by flipping them over so the trick wouldn't be discovered.
Bruh, it's too much. My brain hurts. Oh my god. I love stuff like that because again, it's so much stuff. I'm like, how did you do that? But then when they break it down, I'm like, oh, okay. I don't think I could do that. It's gonna take me a couple months. But hey, you know, like never say never type situation. Exposing the most popular tricks and illusions that surprise the whole world. I love this. And I pray that y'all love this so that I can bring this back. Because I would love to react to stuff like this on the channel and just expose like the popular tricks and illusions. I thought that this was a very cool, interesting, different type of video because I've been doing so much exposing. I mean, this still was a video about exposing, but it was exposing tricks and illusion, not what's going on in the world. Because I think we kind of already got that by now. But hey, y'all gotta let me know if y'all want a part 2. Please spam part 2 in the comment section down below so I can add it to the reaction list. But I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Please go ahead and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you want to see next in the comment section down below. All my social media is in the description. It's also right here as well, just in case you missed it. 600K is on the way. That's all I gotta say. Extremely grateful for you guys. But y'all know me. Y'all know that's how I touch my face and my hair wrap. Hello. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Have a blessed one. I'll see you in the next one. Your girl is out.